Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Anita Patel. I am an attending at Children's National in Critical Care, and it is with utmost honor that I introduce this year's Distinguished Service Award, which goes to my incredibly close friend, colleague, and also my personal physician, Dr. Anjali Malik. When I think of one word that describes Anjali, Dr. Malik, is service. She gives so much of herself, not only, of course, in her job as a breast imaging specialist, but she also gives so much for free online through her social media. That's actually where we initially got to know each other. And truly, the amount of educating that she does out of the goodness of her own heart, because she wants to be of service to women, is just absolutely astounding. Another way in which she gives service, of course, is to MSDC, where she is scouring the Washington, D.C. area, scouring the internet to make sure that women are not only part of the conversation, but they are leading it. And her, along with Dr. Ambro, they really are leading this Women in Medicine in Washington, D.C. movement. Anjali also volunteers for Junior League. And one little known fact about her is that she is actually an incredible advocate for climate change. These are just a couple examples of how Anjali gives so much service to her immediate and frankly global community. But I think one of the most special things about her is that she does all of this without seeking recognition. And I think that is why she is the most deserving of this award, that she is not doing service as a means to an end. She is doing it because she believes in it. And that, in my books, is incredibly rare, incredibly special. And we are just incredibly lucky that Dr. Malik has touched all of our lives in the most positive way.
Hello and good evening. I'm Dr. Anjali Malik, and I want to thank the Medical Society of DC for this honor for the Distinguished Service Award. I am one of the co-chairs of the Women in Medicine section, as well as a part of the Advocacy Committee. And I want to thank MSDC, Pia, and Robert for allowing us this space for the issues that really matter to doctors in DC today. 2020 obviously proved to all of us through its unprecedented times the need for advocacy for physicians, the need for advocacy for our patients, for our profession, and for the public. And MSDC provided the place for a lot of those important conversations, from advocacy and teaching others how they can become advocates, to teaching us all how we can overcome imposter syndrome. We had a great session on pandemic parenting, which so many of our members have been struggling with over the last year, to listening to the plight of women in academics and the choices that they have to make to both be the mothers that they want to be, as well as the academic researchers and clinicians that they've worked so hard to become. We heard from entrepreneurs in medicine and how we can add that to our clinical practice. And we talked about the importance of climate change, both its impact on health and our impact as healthcare leaders on climate change. It's been an important year. So many of those same issues have come to light when we see physicians who are burning out. We see the impacts of climate change. We see the impacts of healthcare disparities. So in addition to providing that space, I again want to thank Robert and Pia for the tireless work that they do on behalf of physicians in the district as well. From procuring PPE to making sure that we have the resources that we need, from credentialing and licensing to information from DC Health and beyond. MSDC really does provide for its members both the critical information and the space that we need to grow together as physicians in this community.